Welcome to video 2 of the soap sculpting project. We just finished putting our template design on the front of our soap, whatever the front you decided was. I have some confusing stuff here because I'm reusing a bar of soap, so please ignore that. But we are going to be putting our design on the back. Now, you have to turn your paper to the back side up now. And we have to place him very similarly to where he was, he being my penguin, on the other side. So if I'm looking here, I'm comparing the back of my penguin, this where it stuck out the most, touched the back here of my soap. And so I just have to match this up again and make sure that this side is similar to this side and that the back of my drawing is facing up. So I'm going to get essentially, the left side and the right side of the penguin, two different sides. So once again, I'm going to tape my template in place. I like to position it and check it again, right? I want this back side touching because on this side, that's the same thing. And I want to make sure my head's pretty much in the same place. Seems like that's good. And my feet are good. Okay, so I'm doing okay. So now while I'm pinching my paper onto my soap, I'm going to wrap and pull my tape along the back and secure it. Like that. So I want to make sure that I get it secured pretty good. I like to wrap it all the way around. I think it works better that way. And well, gosh, I've lost my scissors. I didn't even get up and I lost them. How did I do that? Well, I'm going to just go ahead and tear this. You could tear or cut the soap or the tape off. And so I'm going to go around the other direction also, but I have to be careful to keep my template in place. So I'm going to check and make sure the back of the penguin is still right up there on the back edge and that my head is where I need it. And then I'm going to wrap my tape around the back to the side. And this is why it's so important that we didn't cut right along the edge of our template when we did this. So I'm just going to kind of back this up. If I had scissors, I could cut it off, but if you just back it up and tape it down, that works too. I'm going to tear this off over here. All right. So I can be really neat and fold these edges down. It has to do with your tolerance for a mess. If you need things to be super nice and tidy, take the time and fold the corners down. If you work fine in a little bit of a working mess, then don't worry about it, right? As long as the template is secure, you are in good shape. Okay, so now we're just going to repeat what we did before. We're just going to go through and we're going to push through all of our holes again. You don't have to go exactly through the same holes, but I find that it's kind of meditative to just go ahead and use the exact same path that you used last time. You're just poking these holes into the bar of soap, telling yourself, your future self, where the boundaries are between the positive and negative space. Now, the positive space is the space that your sketch is taking up. This guy's tail is going around the corner, and this is fine. This is more than fine. If you have a tail going around the corner, then that's okay. And the negative space is what we're going to take away, guys. The negative space is the extra soap. It's the soap that is on the outside of our sculpt. And we have to take that away to reveal the form of the penguin. That form's in there. The possibilities are endless for what this soap could become, but this soap will become a penguin. We have decided this, and it is happening. So I'm just going around and just reinforcing these boundaries. So I'm just gonna, and you're noticing I'm holding my soap. Whatever is gonna help you to feel successful. If you wanna lay it flat, you can. If you would prefer to hold it like I am, you can. And like I told you guys before, I use my hands a lot, and I can do this for quite a while before I really get my hands start screaming at me. So if you can't hang with me, that's okay. Take a break, pause the video. That's okay. What matters is that you get it done, not that you're as fast as I am. I'm trying to make sure that my videos aren't super long so that they're easy to watch and easy for you to enjoy getting to make things. So I am nearly done. And I'm not going to do that top one because I kind of prefer a little more space here. And then I'm going to just take it template back off. And so now we have the penguin's design, and I'm just going to go through and just kind of scrape out the outside line, the dividing line between my positive space, my penguin, and my negative space, the stuff that I'm going to take away, right? I don't want the rest anymore. And this in here, we can mess with this later, but right now all I really care about is the outside outline. So I know what I'm going to take away and what I'm going to leave. So I've got this guide, and a little bit of my my soap fell off there, and you guys need to know that carving is unpredictable, and sometimes things break, and you don't really have control over that, and you're just gonna have to do the best that you can with what you have when those things happen. Okay, so I went ahead and went through and just kind of carved out my design a little bit better, and so now we've got our penguin on this side, which looks much better because this side there was some extra lines. So I'm going to work on this side a little bit more because he looks like his head should stop here on this side, but his head actually goes up here. So I'm going to have to work on him a little bit more. His head should go all the way up here, and he should come around. So this is pretty exciting. We can see where our sculpt is heading, and we can see our negative space, which is all of the space outside of the penguin, and we can see our positive space. And now we have some clear direction on where we're going to go next.